Welcome to WildSzn1 Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boilermakers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, okay? Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Wants to throw. It's Brave. Snagged out of the air. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The 49ers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick release by the QB. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the...
There he goes! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Oh, he got loose. He gets all the way down the 5-yard line.
Otherwise, I think USF. I think we got a one score. We all not had this became a next program to win.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To throw, it's Bray. Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Quick release on the RPO. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the 49ers are on the move. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Niners. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kennesaw State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. This shave might have been a little closer than Owls fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Maddox. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll give it on the counter. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll try to pop the draw. Breaks the tackle. He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the 49ers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Brake. Touchdown, Charlotte! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brewer. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Welcome back.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Maddox. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The run from the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Boilermakers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Miranda. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Hold. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
To run the football, the 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
attempt to try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The 49ers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Pulled and fired complete. Fighting off the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Unloads quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the score.
To the air. It's Brake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Welcome back.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The 49ers are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the 49ers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the 49ers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown 49ers. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the grab down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Miranda. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maddox. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brewer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Dallas. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The short hands, it's Maddox. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maddox. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
Finds a tight end down the gut. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have his...
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They just keep firing. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Trying the left side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Bray. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw and catch him off.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would all Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The 49ers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass. It's Bray. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This offense is desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice, just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The throw to the outside is complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A strike downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bray. Here comes the heat. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Fired in from the red zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's on the loose. catch it. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He has the first and still on his feet. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants to go deep, and they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Bray. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Maddox. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Looking to scramble. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.